Hello and welcome back to Lowborn. And well, I'm selling a lot of loot. Yes, I'm making a lot of money right here. Look at this, $100 million. Yes, because dollars are a thing in Calradia, of course. Yes, but there you go. Yeah, we we made a small amount. Yes, we made a small amount of money right there. But yeah, okay. So basically, what I've been doing is I've been running around. And I've actually been attempting to get my bear-tilled, yes, bear-tilled, what is actually going on here? Why are my forces? Ah, I see. Okay, yes. Yeah, so basically, what's happening is party screen enhancements is actually yeah, this is another mod that I have. Take a drink. There. Yeah, anyway, the point is this has been changing my you know, thing, my sorting of the prisoners and the parties and all the wonderful stuff. So yeah, hopefully this is actually working out now. I don't know whether it will, but hopefully it will. Anyway, let's go over to fight these guys. Oh, hello. Ah, yes. Yes. Look at this. Look, this is what's going to happen now. Decree of the Chieftain's Court. To the noble Barney, in a solemn session held on Spring 2nd, 1109, High King Caladog has deliberated to grant you the title of Chieftain. May this title recognize your loyalty and valor, conferring honor and prestige among the servants of His Highness, as well as the right to levy troops throughout the kingdom's territory, respecting, however, the privileges of notables regarding the disposition of their own forces. And there you go. Alright, so we now have a new title. We are now a chieftain instead of a warden. So they're very, very cool. And that is because, of course, we have gained a fief. Yes, we've gained a fief. And that is entirely the reason why that has happened. So I am very, very intrigued about what we can do next, because let's face it, I would like to potentially capture more stuff. I'm going to go to Praven real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We made peace, by the way. We made peace with the Western Empire. A little bit disappointed by that, to be honest, because personally, I felt like we were on a roll. I felt like we had a really, really good opportunity there. But unfortunately, no. No. We were unable to continue it. So we're just going to sell every single one of these ships that I have here right now. There we go. There's another 41,000. Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And indeed, we can go in here and sell a bunch more stuff. As you can see, look at that. 500 and... These guys have Are you serious that they have 4 million? I mean, $4. They've got $4 right here. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually going to be selling pretty much everything here, apart from the weapons, I guess. I don't think I'll sell the weapons. Do they have a lot of hardwood here? Yeah, I'm going to take some of that, and we're actually just going to go into the smithy real fast, because we could potentially do some pretty cool things. And I'm thinking maybe what we want to do is just smelt absolutely everything, and then just create some really, really high-level weapons, and then just do that, I guess, right? That sounds like the best course of action, so I'm literally just going to go ahead and do that. All right, so I mean, yeah, we have a load. We have a load of ingredients. Yes, we have a lot of ingredients right now. Okay, so the question is, I guess I will just literally make this, I guess. I mean, wait a minute. I think I was correct in assuming that this is the best. Right? Isn't it? Yeah, I think this is the best. So all we're going to do is we're literally just going to choose the highest level things. Apart from that, oh wow, that literally requires a Thamaskene. No, I'm not going to use that, thank you very much. Yeah, so we're just going to create this. This is just going to be some random thing that we're going to make. It's nothing to write home about in any way, shape, or form. However, I am just going to do it because of hilarity, I suppose. So we're making masterwork here. Yeah, let's just... Ooh, what? Look at that. We made a legendary. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to basically make a whole bunch of these. And then what we can do is we do some crazy cool stuff, like, for example, this. Look at how crazy amounts of fine steel we can even make. That is just amazing. It really is. All right. So obviously we could create our very own armor sometime soon. I'm obviously not going to do that yet. We have some pretty good armor, as you can see right there. So I'm not sure whether we're really going to need anything, but might be Might be useful sometime in the future, but yes. Anyway, I'm thinking we're probably going to be creating a war situation against Vlandia. I think that's probably going to be the case here. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. What we want to do, though, is I want to sell my... I want to sell these things, because these are extremely heavy, as you might expect. So we're just going to sell a whole bunch of these, because they sell for 6,500, which is pretty nice. And we're also going to be selling quite a few of these as well. There we go. Yeah, actually a significant amount of these. Look at this. I mean, I don't even know. Is it even worth me selling this stuff? I feel like it's not even worth me selling this stuff anymore. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Okay, so let's actually have a look here. What's going on here? A man, dressed as a nobleman's servant, approaches you. I hear that you and Warden Roderack aren't on the best of terms. Well, what can you expect from a man who can't manage his own family? I was recently employed at his household, and know that his wife was unusually close to her groom. I can spread the word, if you make it worth my while. So, we can decide what we want to do here. For me personally, I feel like we're probably just going to increase... Oh, actually, never mind. We don't even need the morale, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just going to say, you will not sully the good name of anyone with an obviously false rumor. There you go. We've increased our reputation for being honest. Ah, that's amazing. Ah, that's very, very helpful, isn't it? Okay, yeah, so anyway, as I said, we're probably going to go ahead and do that. But now that we have... Oh, wait a minute. Nords! The Nords! The Nords have declared war against us. Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So I'm going to just recruit a bunch of these. Okay, yeah, so basically what I've done in my off-screen time here is I have done this. I have basically... created a bunch of troops. These guys are going to be absolute trash, by the way. These guys are going to be absolute trash until I have the opportunity to kit them out with stuff. I probably should have taken the template from Botania, because someone actually said that you can customize them after the fact. I was thinking that we would be stuck with them or something, maybe. I should have known better, to be honest. I should have really known better with that, but, you know, it's okay, right? It's okay. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to try and level them up as fast as we possibly can. I mean, let's face it, we probably could use it, right? We could probably definitely use it. And then they will eventually become the strongest customized unit ever that anyone has ever seen. And now we're going to be putting 5 million, boom, in here. A rebel faction has emerged in Botania. There we go. Okay, so I put 5 million in Pen Cannock's bank, because this is obviously my town, you know. This is our town. And we will try to look after it as best as we can. Funnily enough, I think I'd like to get a governor here, but it's probably not the best idea right now. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's go into the trade screen real fast. Make sure that I'm going to just sell all of this. There we go, another 304,000, why not? And yeah, so the Nords. Let's do this, shall we? Let's fight some Nords. I'm actually really, really excited. I don't really... Okay, I'm going to say it right now. I don't really like fighting Nords. No offense, you know, I don't really like fighting them. Not because they are, you know, a bad faction in any way, but they are so difficult in comparison to a lot of the other ones that we are going to face. Like, for example, I don't really mind facing the Western Empire so much. I feel like the Western Empire isn't super, super terrible or difficult to deal with. I mean, yeah, it depends. It depends, obviously. You know, because if they're running around with a huge amount of really good troops, like, yeah, I don't know, a lot of Imperial Sergeant Crossbowmen or something like that, then yeah, they're probably going to be a little bit tough, a little bit tricky for us to deal with. But yeah, this time around, we don't really need to worry about it. Okay, so we'll just go for Spring of Gold right here. Let's go for Tracker. Let's get a little bit more in leadership, I guess. And, oh yeah, didn't I get a marriage proposal? I think I got a marriage proposal, but I can't remember who it was for. I think it was for one of our children, probably our daughter, and that's not going to be great. So yeah, I'm kind of like, yeah, no, you can go away with that. Thank you very much. Okay, so, ooh, is that the High Jarl? Is that the guy? Is that the leader? I'm not entirely sure, but we do know that there are a lot of people coming in here. So I'm thinking, oh no, the Azarai. The Azariah now declaring war on us as well. I can't believe it. Yeah, I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. Okay, yeah, so here we go. This is going to be me going in here. How are we doing? I mean, look at my steward skill. It's absolutely crazy. What actually happens when we get to maximum? I don't know. Because I do have that skill mastery mod. I'd like to try and figure out what it does. I seem to recall that what it does is it actually provides you access to other perks. Yes, other perks that you would have otherwise missed previously. So I'm very much looking forward to trying that out. Okay, so Chieftain Barney will be going on here, and I probably should create a new polearm, to be honest. Don't you think? I think a new polearm would probably be quite nice. I mean, to be fair, I am doing some pretty decent damage with this, but I do feel as though I could do more. Maybe, I don't know. I was going to say maybe we want to go for a slashing polearm, but I don't really like to do that. I feel like the thrusting polearms are significantly strong. You just need to use them correctly. And for some reason, what is going on here? Why am I disabling that? Okay. All right. Oh, this is actually better. Wait a minute. Using a two-handed. Using a two-handed. That's the secret. There we go. That's what I should have done this whole time. Yes. That's what that is exactly what I should have done this whole time. That is quite funny. All right. Well, whatever the case, we're actually getting some pretty decent kills already, and all I really need to do is murder everything in sight. Gonna tell my archers to stand loose for the moment. I could, what? It's kind of strange. These guys are literally just coming at us with just their archers. Ah, now they're retreating. Of course, now they're retreating. That's okay, though. We're gonna try to do as much damage as possible here. And I'm kind of partially thinking that maybe what we'll do is after a certain period of time, I suppose we might go and retire Barney. I don't know how old he is now. I'm not sure whether he's... I mean, he is going to eventually die from old age, but I don't really want to, shall we say, cut him off early. You know what I mean? I'd like to keep him around for a decent amount of time, because we have spent so much time leveling him up and getting him ready for all of the wonderful skirmishes and warlike situations that we're going to get ourselves in. So I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, we should probably utilize him as best as possible. However, everything has a price. It's calling to me. Oh yes, it is calling to me very, very heavily here, because I personally love that particular perk. It's not as powerful as it used to be, but it is still extremely, extremely fun to use. Let's actually just see here. Yeah, I'm just going to move my archers a little bit here as well. We are going to be taking quite a bit of damage here, but I will hopefully be able to... I really want to get riding 275. Do I not have 5 focus points in that? I thought I did. Yeah, well, whatever the case, we will be placing our next focus points in that if necessary, if we don't already have it maxed out. And we can tell these guys to charge in now. And then we're going to be absolutely fine. I mean, this was basically a no-brainer. I'm actually quite surprised that we're having such an easy time of things, because generally our army is not that strong. I just got to tell you that right now. Our army is not that strong. It is far and away a lot weaker than it could be. Like, we could be extremely, extremely strong if I had, you know, better custom units and stuff like that. They would be... Yeah, they would be absolutely insane. They would be so extremely fun to utilize. Oh, hello. What do we got going on here? Okay, so yeah, we do have a lot of people here. The problem is we have a lot of prisoners already, and we're not really going to be able to take that many more, are we? No. That's going to be a little bit annoying. Oh well, never mind. Okay, yeah, let's just take as many as we can, I guess, and then we'll just take this. I should probably be donating experience. That's probably what I should be doing most of the time. Oh, look at that. There we go. New gear unlocked. Nice. That's what I like to see. All right, so we're at 97%. Oh, yeah, look at that. We actually got polearms. Yes, perfect. All right, so this basically now means that I might be able to actually start killing enemies really, really easily. Much more easily than we're We're currently doing it. I kind of feel like I want to just go in here randomly, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the auto resolve. All right, so let's just sort everyone out here. There we go. And yeah, let's just make them go out there, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not entirely sure, by the way, what our custom troops are actually going to be all about. Because obviously we do have our house guards, and we do have our other guys as well. And for me personally, I actually feel as though maybe those guys are going to be better than anything else that we can really, get. Because technically we can recruit these guys automatically, right? But that's the thing, they are not on demand, right? They're not on demand. You will need to get renown to be able to recruit them, which is obviously the stipulation, right? That's the big stipulation there. That's the thing that is going to inherently determine whether you're able to recover your forces significantly enough or not before you get absolutely slaughtered. So that is obviously the big deal there. That means that, you know, we probably need to be a little bit more, I don't know, maybe we need to focus a bit more on leveling those guys up. I don't really want to be honest. I would much prefer to level up my house guards and stuff, because I personally feel like we've actually done a really, really good job with them so far, and I like the way that they are kitted out. I love their equipment. I think their equipment is really, really fun. Because, you know, thrown weapons, I'm as you know, or maybe you don't know, but as you know, I am a big fan of thrown weapons. I think thrown weapons are super, super fun to use. This guy has a bunch of Britannian Fian champions. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, yeah, we need to charge him straight away then. That's why I'm just putting in the charge order right now. Just try to get these guys out of here. Thankfully, he does have a lot of chosen units as well, which are inherently not going to be extremely good. So we don't really need to worry too much about that, but you know how it is. We don't really want to be staying in a battle for too long against an overwhelmingly strong ranged opponent, and this is what he's all about, you know. This is what the Britannians are all about. Even though, funnily enough, I'm not too sure why he's a Nord and has a bunch of Britannians, but is he a defector? Is he actually a defector? If he's a defector, maybe we want to execute him. And the funny thing about that is that I didn't install honorable executions. Or shall we say, I didn't install better executions. I think it's called better executions. And generally, better executions would have really made a big difference here. Because what I would have been able to do then is execute people that I wanted to execute. The ones that are, you know, bad personality types, as it were, or you know, just people that we want to, and then the game wouldn't really, it wouldn't really penalize you a huge amount. It would still give you a penalty with, you know, people that it makes sense to give you a penalty with, like for example the person's family, the person's clan, you know, people that he knows, and so on and so forth, and then everyone else would be left alone. And that's the reason why better executions is super, super fun to use. But I didn't install that for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I thought I wasn't going to execute that much, but yeah, I mean, that's the point. I feel like playing around without executing does make things quite a bit more, shall we say, dynamic, because everyone is left alone, right? Everyone is available, shall we say. Everyone's available for murder and all kinds of other collaborations. But yes, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's level these guys up. There we go. Not sure how it's going to be, really. Let's get some Britannian Fian champions. Why not? It's going to take some time to get them to join us, but yeah, you know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay, so 33. Yeah, I've got a huge amount of. Yeah, okay, fine. That's what we're gonna do. We've got a huge amount of money right now, right? So for me personally, I don't feel like we really need to go all out here. Let me actually just see. He's using a noble bow already. Yeah. Okay, so the question is, do we want to take a noble bow? I don't think so. I think we're going to leave it behind, because I think that does contribute to our overall loot for our custom troops, because I would like our guys to use noble bows, if at all possible. Let me actually just have a look. Let me see if it's actually being learned. Yes, 5%. I don't know whether it actually got learned. I would like to besiege Car Banseth, but obviously they've done a fantastic job in restoring their food supplies. So not a terribly big fan of that. But yes, as you can see, all of that stuff is now doing quite nicely for us. Okay, so I do have the ability to sabotage their food supplies, and I will be doing that. Here we go. Let's just be a little bit careful. Ooh, nice, nice. We actually do have someone that leveled up here, and my riding skill also leveled up. Fantastic, that's great. So we now have 275, or should I say more accurately, 271. Yes, 271 in riding skill, which is very, very good. Your sabotage is a success. Okay, fantastic. They have 0 food. They actually have 0 food. Can you believe it? Okay, I actually can't believe it. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get... Oh, wow, I can actually get Prince Mengus to come and join me? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so... oh, I can actually... What? Are you serious? Ah, interesting. Okay, I have never heard of this person, so it must be a child of one of the lords or something like that. That must be the case. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to get a bunch of people that are over 100 in strength. Let's get Prince Mengus as well. Why not? And we now have 1100. Now we're going to start the siege. Yes. Yes. This is going to work. This is going to work very nicely. Okay, so the question is, can we actually get our trebuchets up and running? If we can take Car Banseth back, this is going to be amazing. This is going to do a huge amount for us. Let's see if we can actually make that happen. I'm a little bit concerned. Olowyn is now of age. Okay, well, that's nice. The question is, I don't really want her to spec herself. I don't think she... No. She's fine. She's fine. All right. So the question is, okay, she already has points in medicine, hilariously enough. So I guess I am going to literally just spec her, follow in her father's footsteps, I suppose. There you go. That's what she's gonna do. Do a little bit of polearm there. She's got intelligence. Let's see. We probably need a little bit of endurance there as well. And then we have preventive medicine, of course. Preventive medicine, way too good. All right. So, yeah. Let me just do this. You may be thinking, by the way, that our trebuchets are being built extremely fast. And you may be wondering why that is. Well, that's actually not the case. They are not being built that fast. Yes, they are being built, relatively nicely. However, the reason why they're being done in a few seconds is because I have another mod. Yes, I have another mod that makes it so that I can increase the speed of the game to 16 times the normal rate. So, and that's what I'm actually doing in between here to make it so that these things are, built really, really quickly. Anyway, yeah, so let's just do a little bit of character does not have enough experience for upgrade. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if I'm convinced about that, but yes. Anyway, so let's put all our trebuchets out in one basket. And we are then going to let them just absolutely slaughter everything. Hopefully they will do a good job. Yes, indeed. Very nice. Okay, I believe we're going to lose this one in just a second, or maybe not. We did destroy the walls. I'm kind of hoping for a bit of a trade agreement with the Western Empire. Okay, that's super funny, actually, that he says that, because I actually suggested, well, I didn't suggest it, but it came up that there was going to be a trade agreement, and he was against it at the time, which is very funny. I don't know why he would have done that, one time and then not another time, but there you go. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll spec our focus point into leadership here. Generally, I would have said, by the way, that going for mariner skill would be a really, really good way to utilize your focus points sometimes. But the problem is you need to get to 150 to really be able to benefit a huge amount, because Shattering Blow is just so good. 50% increased armor penetration for melee weapons. You can imagine how insanely good that is going to be against highly armored targets. And here it is, one of my favorite perks ever, and that is obviously in the leadership tree. It's taken us quite some time to actually even get to this point, but loyalty and honor is really, really good. If you don't really need renown that much, like, yeah, okay, renown is very, very useful still, but we're eventually going to get to renown 6. So we don't really need it, you know, we don't really need to worry about that. So we can just go for loyalty and honor right now, and yeah. As you can see, the garrison is looking very, very weak right now. Only 136. And so it's going to be super simple for us to take it. Or at least that's the hope, right? That's the hope. So the question is, does she actually have really, really good things? From my perspective, I feel like we should probably just have ourselves on here because we've got so much armor increasing stuff that it really just, I mean, come on. How can we say no to that? And we obviously do have Minister of Health as well, which is going to make our, well, obviously it doesn't really matter too much, you know, about where we are because it just places, you know, the bonus on everyone. But the fact is, having that dramatically increases the effectiveness of our forces. They are literally just tanks now. They just cannot be, they cannot be killed. I mean, it's actually quite funny. I am running around with a bunch of basically naked men right now, which is maybe something good sometimes, but maybe in this case probably not so good. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem because they're gonna just be attempting to punch people, which I suppose is okay sometimes. I guess it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna try to use my polearm a little bit here, because I personally really think that it can be very effective. As you can see right now, we are inflicting quite a lot of damage with it, just purely because I am able to potentially go for the headshots. And if you go for headshots and you have guardsmen, you know, you have the guards perk, you can actually do some massive damage here. And indeed, look at that. Look at how much damage we're doing. It's actually insane. And yeah, very pleased that we actually got to 275 now as well, because of course, come on, you know, it's extremely effective. Let's see if we can get a nice little triple kill. Ooh, almost. Well, there it is. I mean, we did get the triple kill, but not in one attack. And yeah, we're just attempting to get a little bit of action going on here with pretty much all of these guys, and I think we should be absolutely fine. I am going to obviously outfit our other people in some stuff, in some gear and stuff like that, but they generally don't have any skills, so they're not really going to be that effective, unfortunately. I'm going to actually tell all my forces to charge in here, because what can I lose by doing that? Nothing. I am just going to see a huge amount of kills coming in, hopefully. And where are they actually going to run to? It seems like they run this way. This is very interesting that this guy's holding up his shield. I don't know why he would be doing that, but yes. Oh yeah, by the way, small little well, I'm not sure if it's really a tip, as it were, but if you're somewhat new to Bannerlord, or in general if you're not really knowing this kind of thing, then basically what you can do is if you have a really terrible weapon, like for example, let's say that you have a weapon skill that's like, I don't know, really low in skill level, right? And you're in a siege. All you really have to do is figure out where the enemy is going to run to, and then literally just camp there. Just camp there, and then when the enemy runs by you, you can use your weapon on the retreating forces, and when you do that, it's basically easy kills. You can get extremely easy kills even with a very low level weapon, so you don't have to worry about enemies attacking you or anything like that. So you can basically just, you know, cherry pick pretty much what you want to attack and what you don't want to attack, and it really makes a huge difference in leveling up shall we say, either a lower level character or a lower weapon skill perk tree. And it really makes a huge difference, because you can see here, look at these guys, they're just running away from me right now. And yeah, sure, some of them are obviously attempting to fight back, but you know, the point stands. You can do some very easy leveling just by sticking around that particular area. Of course, this is very much determined by whether you are going to be victorious because most of that is reliant on, obviously, your forces causing the enemy to rout and to retreat back to their hovels. And yeah, so take it with a grain of salt, as it were. But I personally feel like it is a really, really good way of doing that, especially a two-handed, right? If you have a two-handed and there's a load of people coming by your position, you could literally just cleave through all those guys, and it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be so fun. Anyway, let's just get these guys leveled up, and there we go. Okay, now the question is, I guess I will take these, and we're just going to sell them, but I kind of don't want to be honest. I feel like it would be exceptional to keep them around, just so that I could convert them, but I don't think I'm actually going to have the opportunity to do that. Let's just donate the experience here. Show mercy. I will claim the fief. I am going to be claiming the fief. This is mine now. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I'm just going to be placing a whole bunch. Wow, look at this. This just literally got absolutely slaughtered across the board. Okay, yeah, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do here? I feel like we should get Mason. That's 21 days. Yeah, it's because the loyalty is so low, unfortunately, but it is going to be repaired very, very quickly as it is. So that's going to hopefully be quite nice and going to work out well for us. Yeah, should I just sell this? Yeah, I guess so. 290,000, I guess that's okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I need to sell some prisoners, of course. Yeah, just a bunch of low levels, I suppose. A lot of the militia, get them out of here. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, this is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. I don't really want to let these guys go, but yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Otherwise, we're not gonna have any space. As you can see, it's gonna be pretty terrible. There we go. I guess that's gonna have to be at 12,000. All right, so yeah, so we've got Bear-tailed bear veterans, Bear-tailed. Why are they called volunteers still? I don't like the fact that they're called volunteers still. Ah, yes, I need to change that. There we go. Okay, let's call them something like. I don't want to do the obvious thing. Okay, I don't want to do the obvious thing, so we're not going to do that. So let's do something. Okay, this is going to be a little bit meta, maybe a little bit cringe, so who knows, but here you go. Do you get it? Everyone's going to be cringing out of their skin right now. Well, if you do, then I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. Yeah, so unfortunately I won't be able to level up any of these noble troops, because we don't actually have access to the noble troops just yet. We need to capture a castle or something to be able to get them. But we will be able to get these guys, right? We will be able to get these guys and actually spec them into some stuff. But yeah, so yeah, what are we going to do with this? Cannot exceed skill level of upgrade. Oh. What? Cannot go below. Wait a minute. What? What is this? Not enough XP for... Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So... let me get this straight. So because I can't level up the skills of these characters because I don't have more skills with these guys. Okay, that's a little bit strange in my opinion, but okay. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just equip some stuff here while we can, and we'll just try to make them into the best that they possibly can be. I'm thinking a woodland bow is probably going to be relatively nice. Do we have some? Yes, we do have some bodkin arrows right there. There we go. Let's do that. Oh no, not ranger bow. Not ranger bow. Thank you very much. No, we want the woodland longbow. And then we can. Ooh, we could go for some. Could go for some maces. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to give them one-handed and shield, or what about one-handed and spear sounds pretty good. What about one-handed and spear? That's kind of terrible for sieges, though, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't. Maybe they're actually going to be insanely good. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's try it out. Northern Cavalry Spear. Let's do that. And then we need to get a shield. Do we have any shields? Yeah, we do have some shields. Okay, unfortunately, we've got very, very low-level shields, and these shields are terrible. I guess the round shield's not so... I mean, the round shield isn't actually that bad. I think it's probably going to be fine. Okay, so 36, 31, 33. Okay, yeah, I guess 36. I don't really care about the money, by the way, obviously. The money is of no consequence. Yes. And, yeah, heavy warlord pauldrons, I suppose. We're just going to be giving these guys basically the same thing that we have here. And just going to buy another one of these Norse chainmail. What is this? What do we have? Is there anything actually really, really good here? No. I guess I'll just do that. And then scaled boots. Alright, perfect. So these guys are now looking pretty nice. And yeah, they will most likely be super, super useful. Obviously, I will go through all of our troops and actually just equip them all, and then I'll just show you an overview later, and we'll see what happens with that. King Svalnar. Oh, okay, hello. Okay, so King Svalnar might be coming over here in a second. Let's just disband our army real fast. Let's see, what are we currently doing? Oh, our garrison's looking absolutely fantastic right now, so I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. Let me just go into improved garrison here, because we can actually take a look and even see what's going on as well. Recruit only elite troops from this region. That sounds pretty fun, actually. But yeah, maximum number of troops to recruit. Well, I am going to be putting that to about, I don't know, maybe 300 or so. Vanilla recruitment, recruit from region, recruit prisoners. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Recruitment, headcount. Yeah, okay. Last by horses, training. Max upgrade tier for troops. Allow this garrison to train its troops. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for tier 6s. The template? I have no idea. No. I don't care about any template. We can just let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, there's a huge amount of what? Really? There are loads of really, really high level troops right here. Okay, I could potentially take these. They have a load of Oathsworn as well, and they even have Battanian Fian champions. If I was correct in seeing that, did I not see that? Okay, apparently I didn't see that. Anyway, Bear-Tilled Bear veterans, will take some of those, because let's face it, we kind of want to get as many of our hands on as many of our people as possible. And yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're just gonna have to swap that around, actually. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty fantastic. So we can actually just exit from here, and then we can level up a lot. Yes, there we go. Wonderful. All right, so we've now taken Car Banseth. Now the question is, are the Nords going to come and try to besiege this? If they try to besiege this, this might go badly. Or I will have the harshest, most epic siege defense that there has ever been. And the question is that going to be a thing? I don't know. But, the Vlandians are now declaring war against us. Okay, so the question is, do I want to make peace? Apparently that's not going to happen. No. Apparently that's not going to happen. Okay, so these guys are definitely going to come over here. I am actually kind of thinking that they're not really going to have a very good time. But we don't have any food here. That's the problem. I should probably give some grain. I only have 16 days worth of food remaining. But yeah, that's actually probably going to be it for this episode. So yeah, we're gonna pick this up in the next one, and we're going to see how we do against the Nords in a siege defense, a potential siege defense. I actually don't know whether I'm going to stay here, because as you can see, even with all of our forces, we still only have around 700, and bear in mind, the walls are down. Yes, the walls are down, so this could be basically one of those times where we have to abandon it and then retake it later. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.